What is up, everybody? This is your boy Claymore Lord coming to you with a really quick video. And as you can see, there's my picture in the wall. I just watched a video on Instagram where there's protesters in Minneapolis who basically stopped the tanker truck in the middle of the highway and just started pelting it with like just random objects and whatnot. My opinion, or my not really my opinion, my freaking observation on this is all of them are freaking idiots. That is a tanker truck. That is full of gas or some type of explosive liquid. If something were to go wrong, everyone on that highway is going to die. At least at the very least, most will be dead and a lot will be severely burned. That is a tanker truck. Why would you throw stuff at a tanker truck? Like I would never understand like when it comes to protesting, the point of a protest is to literally make the person that you're protesting against realize that they're messing up and they need to do better. Here's an example. Back in the day when females could not vote, they began to protest saying, hey, that's not right, y'all need to fix it. And they literally would not do anything that was expected of them until they got what they knew they deserved, which is rights that we had, or at least men had at the time. That's a protest. And then when they got it, they stopped. They're like, hey, we got what we wanted, we're good, we're happy. And another one, when the racism was going crazy back in the 60s, and Martin Luther King Jr. came in and protested about how blacks were being treated unfairly and they didn't have the rights that white man had. They did not do any of the stuff that they're doing now. They literally sat in the front of the bus. They went into the white bathrooms. They did everything that was not, people expected them to do one thing, but they were like, no, we're going to do this until y'all realize that y'all are doing something wrong. But you don't protest the death of a man by throwing items that could potentially set off a chain reaction to a massive explosion in a crowded area nonetheless. And there's like hundreds of people around this tanker truck just throwing stuff at it. Picture if one of those things was a Molotov cocktail or some spark happened inside of it because it got pelted too much. That's not a protest. That's y'all wanting to go to basically kill yourselves. I would never do that if I were a protester. I'm not, because I have no reason to protest, because none of the stuff that goes on in today's society really matters to me or affects me. Like, I mean, I know a lot of people are like, oh, you're a white man and, you know, this, that, and the third. I'm like, no, it's not because I'm a white man. It's because I make good decisions. I make choices that prevent me from being in a position that puts me in the part where I have to protest. You see my apartment. I work for this. I didn't do anything that would jeopardize this. And if any one of y'all knows, I've had this for going on 3 years now. I mean, it ain't much, but it's mine. I worked for it. But these people are idiots. And I'm not saying it because they black. I'm not saying it because they quote unquote protesting, which to me is actually debatable. It's because your decision to throw items at a giant tanker truck full of some type of liquid that could possibly explode. That's not protesting. That's called being stupid. That's being retarded. Like, why? That's like basically like me going out and throwing stuff at a police officer because I'm quote unquote protesting. That's a recipe for him to either shoot me or arrest me and put me in jail, and then I lose all that. No. But anyways, to the people, if y'all know anyone from Minneapolis, if y'all live in Minneapolis, this is not protesting. This is not protest. This is getting away with violent crimes. This is a way to use the chaos that's going on in 2020 to hide your evil intentions, is what I said. Attacking random people, burning buildings, looting. I've seen videos of people being jumped by 20 people. One guy, I mean, he had a sword nonetheless, but he got so messed up that even if he wasn't white, if he was Asian, black, Mexican, what, I don't care. That should have never happened to that man. But because of all of this chaos that's going on, they're using it to cover all this destruction. Now, let me say this: I don't mind a little destruction. Every time I hear tires screeching, I look outside my window. I like to see things destroyed because it's just the act of, okay, I can build this up, but I can destroy it too. You know what I'm saying? But if you're trying to do if you're trying to do the right thing, doing the right thing is not trying to blow yourselves up. It is not setting buildings on fire. It is not, mob mentality, as a lot of news reporters say it is. And I'm tending to believe them a little bit. To protest, you have to do what they don't want you to do. And what they don't want you to do is don't want you coming together. That's from what I've been seeing. The media wants to break everyone up, because if they can break everyone up, they can easily have this person go against this person and that person go against that person. These medias and these government politicians want destruction, so that way they can move themselves in a position where they can control everybody. And you can already see that happening if you just take a step back, look at the actions. That's why I don't believe words. I don't believe what's being told to me. I look at what you're saying and I look at what you're doing. If they don't match, then that means you have another motive and that you are lying to me and I'm not to trust you. So anyways, that's my whole message. If you know anyone from that city, tell them not to protest in the way that they are. Don't, because it's very harmful behavior to others, and you're falling into the people who want you to do those things. You're basically being the puppets for them. Don't do that. Anyways, peace, guys.